Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/entitled people. In today's episode, future SIL thinks my disability is not important enough to accommodate at her wedding. Neighbor says I was trying to cheat him out of my TV. My brother opened my own package. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Future SIL thinks my disability is not important enough to accommodate at her wedding. My brother is getting married in July. I have a service dog for my various disabilities, and since the day I found out about the wedding, she has been unwilling to accommodate my need for my service dog. She has made various excuses. What if the dog gets hair on my dress? We don't want dogs eating food off the table. What if he jumps up and messes up my dress? It's expensive and I don't have the money to replace it. I've made it clear that I can't be at the wedding without my service dog. Both my mom and I have also made it clear that he would never do any of the things she's mentioned. Now it's the venue. Well, we don't know if the venue will accommodate you. I mentioned that they had to legally, and my brother was like, still. Seems like they are trying to find any reason to deny me. We are re-evaluating the topic in July, and if it doesn't go well, I might just show up with my service dog anyway. Could really use some support from you guys. Ask your brother and soon to be SIL point blank, do you want me to go to your wedding? Be honest. Because without my service dog, I cannot be there. So what do you want me to do? Their reaction will speak volumes. Honestly, at this point, I would quietly let it slip out amongst other family members that you are being treated that way by her. A few cold shoulders and or cancelled RSVPs will get bridezillas attention real quick. I don't see my family members other than direct family, mom and brothers, very much so. I only have a few family members' numbers. I could leak it out to the few that I do have numbers for, but doubt it would cause a drop in attendance. The people coming don't see my ass very much and really want to see him get married. My brother's fiancée is also one of those people who plays victim all the time. She'd go crying to my brother, he would swoop in to save her, and I would end up uninvited to the wedding because I did something to upset her. In the end, it would make the outcome I want less likely. No offense intended, but why would you want to go if they're making your presence such an issue? I moved a lot as a kid, so I've always been ready to cut people out of my life, but I understand not everyone feels this way. I have a lot of family members coming to the wedding that I don't get to see very much. Some do distance. That's the main reason I want to go. I'd advise getting in touch with the venue and directing them to www.ada.gov/regs2010/service_animal_qa.html. Let them know that you will be bringing your service animal. Note that .gov is a top-level domain owned by the government of the United States. If your dog were to act in the manner your future SIL describes, she would be justified in ordering it removed. So long as it is only a theoretical possibility, she can't order it excluded. Note that she is within her rights to order you excluded, since someone the bride hates is not a protected category under anti-discrimination laws. From your story, it seems like neither your brother or your future SIL want you at their wedding. Why are you so keen to go somewhere you are not wanted? I'm sorry, maybe that's not what you want to hear. The SIL probably feels that the dog will take the attention away from her. And, by the sounds of it, we all know which one will be more polite and respectful. I actually trained him with the help of professional trainers. In the US, it's legal for disabled people to train their own service dogs. Neighbor says I was trying to cheat him out of my TV. I am having a house built, but bought a TV during Amazon's Prime Days. I had it sent to my grandparents' house to store until the house is done. The package never arrived, and after a couple days, the picture from the delivery finally appeared. I send it to my grandfather, who recognizes it as his neighbor. He calls the neighbor, who claims that he ordered the same exact TV and didn't realize he opened mine. The neighbor says his is coming in the following week and will give me his, as it's the same exact TV. A few hours later he says, I called Amazon who said for me to keep this TV and for you to call them so they can replace it. I tell him that my refund/replacement has already been denied multiple times and that I was told to contact law enforcement, but I would call again. The next morning I call Amazon who tells me that my claim was denied again and that I should still try to get my TV back, since I know where it is. I call the neighbor who is now saying he has to send my TV back when he gets his in. I tell him not to, that I want my TV even if it's open. He's an old dude, so I was using yes sir and no sir. I was trying to be polite, as he has my expansive TV. He hangs up and sends me a long text about how he has my TV and won't be giving it back. And I just say to verify, you're refusing to give me my TV? He calls me back and says yo stop harassing him. So I drive over to my grandfather's house, he is out of town, and call the cops. After come back and forth phone calls with the cops calling me and the neighbor, they come out. For cops showed up because the dude said I am committing fraud and cheating him out of a TV. After I showed the cops the texts where he says he has my TV, pictures of the box he sent me with my name on it, and where my refund was denied, they went to talk to him. He changed his story for the 5th time to say I already got a refund and that I am trying to fraud Amazon. End of the day, I got my TV back and the neighbor calls my grandfather. Grandfather calls me saying that I discredited him, he meant defamation. He says that I called the cops on his neighbor and cheated him out of a TV. The neighbor is claiming he won't get his package now because he was supposed to keep mine. This old dude was so entitled he thought he had a right to my TV. I don't think he even ordered one in the first place now. Edit, for those of you curious, the cops were only able to get it back because of our state laws. Nationally there is no law that required him to give it back. Most states have this law. No way that guy ordered the same TV, he was just trying to keep giving different excuses until you gave up. This is what everyone believes except for my grandfather. Even my grandmother is telling me he is wrong, and she usually stays quiet when he says crazy things. Of course he didn't order the exact same TV at the same time. Tell your grandfather to ask for the neighbor's receipt. If he bought the same TV, Amazon has proof, right? That's an easy screenshot for evidence. My grandfather thinks that's not necessarily. He has it in his head that age makes people more trustworthy. I showed him all my screenshots. The guy only sent pictures of the box with my name on it. If Amazon mistakenly delivered it to the wrong address, isn't it up to them to make it right? Also, I've always gotten the delivery picture sent to me right after it's delivered. Tell Grandpa he needs to ask neighbor to show proof that he even ordered TV. You had a right to call the cops on a thief, but at least now you know Grandpa's house isn't a safe place to send things to. He said his neighbor is more trustworthy because of his age and wisdom. I pointed out that I sent them both the screenshots of my order and the conversation with the seller and Amazon denying the refund. But the neighbor never proved he ordered anything. Just FYI, for people who go through something similar, all you have to do is tell Amazon the picture they sent is not of your address. You do not have to tell them you know the picture is the neighbor's. Based on personal experience, trying to help Amazon with added details never works to your favor. Let them figure out where the address is and let them handle the return and redelivery of your merchandise. It's mail theft and you can press charges if you want to. Period. He opened a package addressed to you. My brother opened my own package. My little brother is a teenager and is a year and a half younger than me. When I got my summer job, I ordered some video games, FNAF Security Breach, Don't Starve Deluxe and South Park Fractured, but while they are great games I recommend, but the South Park game is a sequel to South Park Stick of Truth. Some of my packages came a few weeks ago while I was at a friend's house. My brother and mom opened them and played both games before I had a chance to. I didn't have a problem with it, but I was disappointed I didn't get to open my own package and play my game first, which I think is reasonable. But today, while I was asleep, a package came in the mail. My brother opened it and started playing the game before me while I was asleep. When I woke up, I was frustrated and I asked him to please wait until I wake up and ask if I'm okay with you playing my game before me. He got mad and shut the game off and went to his room. I also posted this story on another subreddit. No, you need to be more harsh about this and tell him to stop opening your mail. It's massively rude and disrespectful, and I would flip if I woke up and someone was literally asking video games from my purchased package. You are letting it slide way too much. What bothered me more is that the first package was opened by little brother and Moem, then they played the game. Both of them are rude and inconsiderate. Basically, mom condoned the little brother's behavior. Sorry, Opie, your family needs to learn to stay away from other people's business. It is against the law to open other people's mail. Tell that to both of them. Opening packages not addressed to you is against federal law. Can you have it delivered elsewhere? Nope, I can only have it delivered to my home. Next, order something personal that would embarrass a teenage boy: underwear, tampons, etc. It might make him think twice next time. Or Opie could order something like that with his name on the package. When he recoils at the contents, tell him that OP could have placed an order like that and opened it in front of all his friends. Of course, they could just agree to respect each other's mail and let the addressee open them. When it's your brother's birthday, open and use some of his gifts before he gets to. And lock up all your games so he can't use them at all. Opening your mail is against the law unless you give express permission. Doesn't seem like you did, so you need to have a discussion about what is and isn't allowed. The fact that you didn't make a fuss the first time means they think it's always okay. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.